Hi, my name is Paul Cienfuegos, and I'm a lead organizer and educator in the community rights movement. And I've been doing this work for about 20 years. And one of my primary mentors is a woman named Joanna Macy, who is now in her 80s. I met her in my early 20s. And she is one of the founders of the deep ecology movement and has this wonderful concept called the Great Turning, about how to turn this, what is now a very unsustainable culture, into something that's profoundly sustainable. And so I put together this document a number of years ago that's gone through some revisions that I call Imagine If the Great Turning Meets Community Rights. And it has a number of chapters, and I'm going to read it to you. Here are the chapter headings of what it looks like for the Great Turning to meet the community rights movement. We change the ground rules. We learn our history. We define ourselves. We govern ourselves. We meet our collective needs democratically, and we define what we want and prohibit rather than regulate what we don't. So now I'm going to read you the actual text under each heading. We change the ground rules. No more playing on a corporate playing field with corporate rules, such as regulatory law and agencies. No more battling one corporate harm at a time endlessly into the future. We no longer allow corporations to operate if they cause significant harm to people or nature. We learn our history. For our first century after the American Revolution, it was once legal for states and local communities to pass laws that protected themselves from harmful corporate activities because corporations were considered subordinate institutions. What can we learn from the American Revolution? The abolitionists, the suffragists, the populists. We define ourselves. We're not merely consumers and workers, we the people. We are the sovereign people. We are guardians of life for present and future generations. It's not what do we think we can get, it's what do we want. Corporations are not good corporate citizens. They are merely private property, legal fictions, business structures. And we must again define how they are allowed to operate, as we once did for a century after the American Revolution, in order to protect the health and welfare of our communities and of nature. To do this, we must also reclaim our language from corporate culture. We govern ourselves. Corporations have become a cancer on the body politic. They have to be removed from all political participation. No corporate money in politics, no lobbying, no corporate educating, in quotes, of citizens, no funding of nonprofit organizations or of scientific research. We the people have an inherent right of self-government. We meet our collective needs democratically. We don't need Safeway Corporation to feed us. We don't need Fox Corporation and MSNBC Corporation and PBS Corporation to tell us the news. We don't need Disney Corporation to entertain us. We can provide all of our necessities through democratized and accountable business structures and through a citizen-controlled media. We the people must reclaim our self-governing authority, allowing the creation of business institutions only if their directors agree to protect our communities, working people, and nature. And finally, we define what we want and prohibit rather than regulate what we don't. Most environmental and labor regulations are written by the industries being regulated. Corporations haven't captured these agencies. They didn't have to. They helped design them. And corporate leaders are then chosen by our presidents and governors to run the very agencies that are being regulated. You can't make this stuff up. The primary purpose of environmental regulations is to regulate environmentalists. The primary purpose of labor regulations is to regulate working people. Let's stop playing the regulatory game and instead start defining what we want and prohibiting what we don't. We the people once exercised this very authority after the American Revolution, and we can do it again.